Finding a breeze, empowering them to fears, release. Yvonne and Evy with hearts so brave, healing souls that broken they save, shining light on mental health's true plight. Through Reiki healing they bring hope and light. May their work inspire, may their love ignite a movement.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm here.
Welcome.
I'm here with Yvonne and Evy. Once again, this is our weekly mental health meeting. Today, we're going to be talking about mental health in the home, how to, what to do at home, skills that you can do at home. So first off, I'm going to read our bios because we have to learn about our two lovely ladies here, Yvonne and Evy. So I'll start off with Yvonne. Yvonne Secreto is a nurse, entrepreneur, author, and founder of Health Awareness Educational Products and Service, LLC, the creator of the wellnessgalaxy.com. The wellnessgalaxy.com is a community of virtual and in-person holistic health professionals and wellness experts who offer intuitive coaching and customized wellness, care plans, and natural healing secrets. Then I would like to introduce Evie Fung. Evie Fung is a Reiki master, meditation teacher, deaf doula, wellness coach, and founder of Uniform Meditation. She works on crafting customized wellness programs and has led countless virtual meditation sessions for the city employees. I just want to welcome our two wonderful ladies and join us, and we're going to get to know more about their program, their products, events that they have coming up. And so I'm going to go ahead and open up the floor to these ladies.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. So I can talk about the mental health month if you'd like. Kenya?
Yes.
Let me know if you want me to dive in. Okay, so basically we're going to be having a mental health mini fair. And that will happen on May 19th. So just about 11 days from today. It's going to fall on a Sunday. And it's really to honor May as Mental Health Awareness Month. And it's going to be really amazing to be able to be in East Harlem and to share resources, to bring in and amplify other small businesses like the Wellness Galaxy. It's actually not very small, the Wellness Galaxy. I'm very proud to be part of it, and all the other women that we work with, to see them in person. And so we'll have tables and we will be able to just showcase all the services that you can learn about, integrative services, add to your regimen for mental health. If you maybe see a provider, a doctor, knowing that you can learn about other services besides that you can add on. Perhaps you can learn about Reiki that day or other tools that Yvonne will also be sharing with you in a moment. But yes, I'm so excited to just talk about that briefly and just share about mental health being like a huge topic. We want to end the stigma around mental health and bring ease into conversations surrounding mental health, especially in the home. And we can do that by just really talking about it and being open for conversations with people. And so thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much, Evie. So I am most excited about this because I've been a nurse for, it's almost 40 years now. So I'm dating myself. And I have been passionate throughout those 40 years of teaching people, empowering people so that they are not stressed or worried when it comes to their health. and their mental health. So we're going to share a lot of things that you can do to minimize your stress around health by having good health maintenance habits. And it's a natural passion of mine. My career started with newborn nursery, pediatrics, and now I work with hospice. So I've literally spanned the entire lifetime of a person in my career. And we're going to talk to you about different tools for different levels of healing in the career throughout our series. Um, but I want to say something that really touched my heart was about a few, maybe a year ago, my grandson, I think he was about 8 or 9 at the time, he stubbed his toe and he was in a lot of pain. And he said to me, um, as I was dressing it and putting aloe and different things, making it feel better, he said to me, "Is mommy a kind of nurse like you?" And I kind of chuckled because my daughter told me from the very beginning, no nursing, no medicine. I don't like blood. I don't want any part of it. So she works in entertainment, actually. And so I chuckled when he said, "Is mommy a kind of nurse like you?" And I said, "Why do you ask me that?" And he said, "Because she does everything that you're doing now." And I said to myself, yes, I did it. You know, I was able to teach someone how to really grab the bull by the horns and handle a health situation in their home. And so he kind of confirmed to me that she was doing that. So I want to share with you tools that you can have at hand to do that healing. And we work with so many tools. We're going to show you a list of 40, but we're not going to talk about 40. And throughout the series, we'll touch on some of them. And then I'm going to go into basic tools that everyone on this call must have in your house. And then we'll talk about the more elaborate ones later. So Kenya, you want to just show the 40 tools real quick so people can know about it?
Okay, sure.
And if you come to our sample site, because we have a site in Brooklyn and Staten Island where you can come and sample these tools. You will see most of them, many of them on the list, but not all. And then some of them are basic things that you already know, like massage, meditation, yoga, just different wonderful things. But there's color therapy, aromatherapy, a lot of different therapies are on that list also. And you can go ahead and show it if you
Okay.
want.
I'm pulling it up now.
Oh,
So
okay.
just give me 1 second. I'm
Do you want me to go into the 3 basic tools? Because I have them right here.
trying to search for it. Window.
I think I'll do that. So every single home, I'm trying to reverse this. Okay. Every single home should have these 3 basic tools. And I'm going to go over them with you. During COVID, we all learned how to use this thermometer, right? And this is called a pulse oximeter. And these are really easy to use. You put it right on your finger, and it tells you how much oxygen you're holding in your body. And if it's below 90, then that's a dangerous situation. So we teach you what the right levels are with these tools. This is one that every single person should have in their home. It's a blood pressure machine, and we all need to be able to just slip it on our wrist. It's very easy to use. You just put it on your wrist and you check your blood pressure. So these are the 3 tools, basic. I call these the basic tools that I recommend that everyone have in their home. Thermometer, pulse oximeter, and blood pressure machine. And in a minute, we'll show you a lot more new and exciting and interesting tools. Are we ready with the list?
I was trying to. I'm having a little technical difficulty
Okay.
opening it up. So let me.
Sure.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it to get it open. So you could
It's
continue.
fine. Listen, we're not going to study that list right now. I just
Okay.
want everyone to know that we work from a list of tools that we teach. We recommend people to, you know how you identify the tool that's right for you? It depends on your, what you're gravitating towards
Mm-hmm.
and your sensory perception. Some of us, there's a word called clears. I don't know if you any have heard of this, but people are clairvoyant, they're clairaudient, they're clairessence. They see, they feel, they hear, they smell, they touch, and they have a natural affinity to it. And you'll hear it in the way people speak. Like when they're acknowledging something, they'll say, "I hear you," or "I see what you're saying," or "I feel that." You know, those are the words for the senses that are stronger in each of those people. And so when someone is communicating like that and is very unconscious that they do it, you can get a sense of what their clear is, whether they're clairvoyant, which is I see you, or clairaudient, which is I hear you. And that is how a lot of people pick their tools, because the tools are very sensory based. And when we give you more throughout the series, you'll see that even more and more and more. If you were with me in this room, you will be smelling a lot of tangerine and orange and citrus. I love aromatherapy in the citrus family. Someone else might like evergreen. Someone might rather music than the aromatherapy, or someone would like both. Those are the type of things that are on the tool list and the type of sensitivities that people have to the different tools. I saw something, Kenya, but not the full tool. This is the aromatherapy machine that's going. Can you guys see that?
Yes, I see that. What you said, you have citrus in that one?
There's citrus in this one. And
And
citrus is one of my favorite
so,
aromatherapy. How about you, Evie?
yes, it's very uplifting. I find citrus just brings my mood up. It makes me happier. Yeah.
So we're going to talk a little bit more about that. Kenya, do you want to stop while
Is
you
it,
put it up, or do you want me
is
to
it okay I
keep
read a couple of things from the list?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, go ahead.
it's not pulling up. I don't know if you could see it.
Okay.
All right. So these are multidimensional healing tools for treating the body, mind, spirit, and emotion. So some of the tools that you can use is art therapy. Art. Can you tell us a little bit about art therapy?
That's Evie's domain.
Okay, Evie, can you tell us a little bit about art therapy?
Sure. So art therapy is it's a really creative way of just expressing yourself. You can use whatever medium you like, whatever medium you feel most comfortable with. And whatever age group, really. Children can use crayons, paints, whatever, sort of like putting together collage too, and just ripping up pieces of magazine and just really expressing yourself to heal yourself through the creative arts. And you can also do journaling. Journaling is another really creative way of getting some stuff out that has been stagnant or on your mind, but you can't really, you know, talk it out. Maybe you want to write it down. So yeah, those are ways that you can use the creative arts to heal.
All right. What about acupuncture?
Well, just read off a few of them, Kenya, because we're not going to dissect them today, but yeah.
Okay, so
Acupuncture one.
here are a few multi-dimensional healing tools for treating the body, mind, and soul. So we have art therapy with Evie just explained. We have
Acupuncture one. Mm-hmm.
hypotherapy, post-life regressions, reflexology,
Mm-hmm. And
meditation,
working with the feet. I'm sorry.
and therapeutic touch.
Okay. And you said meditation, which is another thing that EV provides. Too.
Okay.
So I want to take you on a sampling journey where I am and just show you some wonderful tools that we use. I think there's light therapy is on the list, Kenya. If you could look at that. Yeah, I think it's on there. We're going to do a lot of light therapy tonight. Okay. So I'm going to go to the other station now.
Okay.
And I want to show you, thank you. I want to show you our table here with the different types of aromatherapy. And these are called essences. This one is for digestion. This one is to bring more energy to you. And this one is for weight balancing. This one is for mouth balancing. Some of us are dealing with dental issues. This one is really good for that. So the larger bottles are part of a program called the Paralandra Center for Nature Research. And they do some incredible work there. All of this is made from garden roses, flowers, different herbs and vegetables. The drops. These drops you ingest. You actually put them in your under your tongue. These are aromatherapy. So here we have a lot of the citrusy ones. And those are the ones I love. But then there's one for balance. Now we do have an aromatherapy specialist. Her name is Stephanie, and she will be coming on during our demonstration, and she'll give you more detailed information about these aromatherapy oils that are really, really amazing, well made from a company called doTERRA. And they also have the spray, so you can have like a pillow mist at night. You can spray this on your pillow. So now we're going to go to the exciting part of the demonstration, and that is I want you to see all the devices that I have here. All right, so I'm going to talk to you about light therapy. So I want you to tell me, what if someone told you 20 years ago that there was a device, maybe even more than that, let's say 40 years ago, that there was something that you could put your food in it and heat up the food in 1 minute and it would be very, very hot. And that this thing is called a microwave. 40 years ago, someone would have said, oh my God, I've never heard of that. Well, this is a iTerra one, and it works with terahertz Terra waves. Now, this is a different type of wave than a microwave, but instead of heating up things, it heals the cells in your body. So this is a Terra wave one. And Kenya, I'm not sure how to turn the screen backwards, so I'm just showing it like this.
That's fine.
When you turn it on, I'm going to turn it on in a minute. When you turn it on, it emits air like a blow dryer, but it also emits a blue light. So
And
that's the one.
Yvonne, that light is healing, right? It's sort of like Reiki on
Yeah.
steroids
Can
or
you
something, right?
see the blue on my hand?
I see it. Yeah.
Okay. So my experience with this wand was one day I was remodeling and straightening up the space that we work out of, and I had some boxes behind me, and I tripped on a box, and I fell over and I hurt my side, and right away it got hot and it started swelling up, and I grabbed the wand and sat down with it and put it against me, and I said, oh my God, this is going to be a real bad bruise. And I remember using that wand for about 25 minutes. I got up. I felt nothing where the redness and the swelling was. And I remember saying to myself, oh, it's going to come back. And it never came back. So that was an immediate use of the wand. Okay. Um, do you want to show a little bit of the video about the wand,
Sure.
Kenya?
Yeah, sure. I'll share.
That's a disclaimer about the wand.
It is completely 100% safe to use. It emits no harmful radiation, has labels allowing for its distribution internationally, which is also really important. So again, it's not medical equipment, okay? The manufacturer's not giving medical advice. I can't give medical advice. Nobody is supposed to give medical advice with this because it's not a medical device and it is not healing anybody. It's simply giving your body these frequencies to allow the body to heal itself. That's just really, really important. Again, not intended to be relied upon in lieu of medical equipment and blah, blah, blah. We all know all of that good stuff, right? So there it is right up front with the disclaimer. All right, so what are we talking about with this beautiful little blower? What is terahertz to begin with? Well, terahertz is a frequency. And interestingly enough, way back in 2004, so that's quite a few years now, our government named terahertz technology as one of the top 10 technologies that's going to change the future world. I mean, think about what a huge statement that is. And what is it exactly? Well, it's simply a frequency, and it's in a wave between microwave and infrared. It's non-conducting. It can pass through non-conducting materials. So it can actually go right through your clothing. So no, you don't have to take your clothes off when you're blowing. It can go through paper, plastic, glass. Why don't we blow through plastic? Because you'll always hear that we say when you're going to blow for your water, you want to do it through glass, mainly because as you blow through the plastic, some of that plastic material can, with that, actually get into the water. It creates information. So you really don't want plastic pieces going in through there. It is completely 100% safe. It is non-ionizing, and it's been used widely already. Medically, you'll see if you ever go in, you can do a PubMed search on terahertz frequency. You'll see it's being used for cancer and just all kinds of healing things. So it's not new. This is science. And I do like to always say that because when we talk frequency, especially now, I think people still know it is not. It is science. And this is so cool because now we have these devices that we can use to help take care of ourselves. All right. Yes, it's being used in medicine and, even just like in radiation and, all kinds of x-rays and all those types of things. But this is something that we have that we can use for ourselves. Okay. The American scientists, when they're doing it, they've been calling it the wave of life. Japanese scientists call it the light of life. I like what the Chinese scientists say. They call it God's wave band. I mean, that's pretty darn powerful. And why? It's because that terahertz frequency is the exact same resonance as our healthy cells. In other words, it's native to our bodies. Okay. When we blow that terahertz frequency into the body, it resonates with our healthy cells. So it activates the healthy
That's
cells. We'll
perfect.
talk more about this, and the dormant cells. And anything that's not that same resonance, it will actually speed up the vibration until it finally liquefies and goes away, which is the part of that whole detoxification process that you might have heard about. Yes, it absolutely does that. Kind of like, you guys, do you remember you can have like that glass goblet and people would be like singing that huge, or somebody would sing that really high note and all of a sudden the glass would explode. That's what we're talking about. It's very similar to that. It's that frequency that speeds up because it's not the same frequency until it explodes and goes away. So that's the terahertz frequency.
Thank you, Kenya.
First part of the 3-in-1 core technology in all three of our devices
Thank you.
is what we call quantum, or
We're going to show you a lot of things that have that similar effect where it brings the body back to its proper vibrational frequency. And the next thing that does that is called a scanner. We have the AO scanner. I'll talk to you about that. So the AO scanner works with your voice, and it actually reads your voice and gives you a whole printout of deficiencies in your body. That's one scanner. We have another scanner called the NES, NES scanner. And the NES scanner also reads your body, but you have to actually put your hand on the disc and it reads you, but you can also use your voice with NES. And we have a device here. I'm going to show you all these things in a few minutes. It's called a My Health device. And when you get scanned, if the scan shows that there's a weakness in your liver or your lungs or your heart, any part of your body, that My Health device, when you rest it next to those parts of your body, if you have pain in your leg, weakness in your liver, it will remind that part of the body what the vibratory frequency for health is. So let me show that to you. And if either of you, Evie or Kenya, know where the reversal button is on this screen, just tell me, because I don't see it. Okay, I see mic, camera, chat, and some other things.
There should be like a icon that looks like a reverse.
I don't see it on this screen, but let me see. No.
It's on your. It's
Maybe under settings.
or maybe you could
Okay.
tap. You could tap your screen twice. It might flip. If you tap your screen twice, it might flip.
All right. So I'm going to show you the first one I talked about, and this is the AO scan. So the AO scan looks like a telephone. I don't know if you can see this. It looks like a telephone, and you speak into it, and it reads your voice. So this is the AO scan. This is the My Health device that you now put this on. I'm going to make sure I have the right. You put this metal part on the part of your body that needs to be reminded. The battery isn't in. You put it on the part of your body that needs to be reminded what the vibration is for the healthiest condition in that part of the body. I have another light device here. This actually goes on your chin. And I'm going to show you the blue light is for cooling and the red light is for healing pain. So this is blue light here. And I'll show you the red light now.
Yvonne, what type of light is that?
It's a light for your, it's actually to tone your face.
Oh, is it like a LED light, or it's not the red light, right?
Most of these lights are called LED, and that stands for light emitting diodes.
Oh, okay.
Light emitting diodes. I'm going to get that on. Let me show you. This is another red light here. Can you see the red light on that?
You have to move it. Yeah, there. Now I see it. Yeah.
If you want to, you could use your back camera.
What?
If you use your back camera, like you'll be able to show your back camera. Do you have a back camera? Do you have an iPhone?
This is one of my favorite lights. And if you can read, I hope I have the...
That's called the happy light, right?
Yeah, it's called the happy light.
Oh, so we have a question from Hermes. What does that red light do? What does the red light do?
Red light helps to heal the mitochondria in the cells. So it really, all these lights bring the cells to their highest peak of vibration. And I want to show you we talk about mental health. Can you see that? Did that come on right?
It did.
All right. So this is called a happy light. And it's actually not a new concept. There's an old movie. I talk about this all the time. It's Splendor in the Grass with Warren Beatty. And there's a scene in that movie where he's in the doctor's office and the doctor has him sitting in front of one of these lights. So in the hospitals, we call them the Billy lights, and we put the babies under them. When the babies have the bilirubin, I'm sure some of you have heard of that too.
Yes. And does it help with inflammation, the red light?
Excuse me?
Does it help with inflammation? You put the mitochondria.
Red light helps a lot with inflammation.
Yeah, okay.
And it melts fat. So we actually have 2 videos on that. Kenny, if you want to cue those up. I'm trying to get my red light on my chin machine. Okay. But I do have it here. I don't know if you can see it on the small one. Let me know when you have the video queued up for the red light.
Uses a unique high-power red light that stimulates the natural process of fat removal within the body, called lipolysis. Light passes painlessly through the skin layer into the fat layer. Here, the cells respond by releasing the fat through pores in the cell membrane. The released fat is drained from the cell, resulting in an immediate reduction of the fat layer. Patients lose an average of 3.5 inches in 32 minutes. Over the next 72 hours, patients will experience drainage of fat, giving an additional 1.25-inch loss on average. The contents of the fat cells are then excreted through the patient's waste.
Get the most out of your GoDaddy managed WordPress. Create a stunning website with faster load times and more uptime. Not to mention, greater optimization.
That was a quick video.
It was quicker than I thought too.
No, the green light one?
The red light video.
The red light, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's real quick. Short and sweet.
Yeah.
Camera is off. Yvonne. I don't know if you realize.
And the green light one is we can put that on if you want.
Oh, we have a question. Oh, and Yvonne, you're off screen.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting the other things ready.
Okay.
Green light. Let me look.
Hermes asked that she's saying she has metal screws in her neck and shoulder, and if there's anything that you could recommend for the pain.
Yeah, actually, with the red light, the iTerra one, you cannot use it if you have metal in your body.
I'm glad she asked then. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Is there something else?
There are many other things. We have the light patches, and I'll talk about those, and they're excellent. We are not going to feature them in a video during this session, but we will in the series. And the athletes use them. I remember when I started using the patches, and my husband was watching a baseball game, and he called me very excitedly and said, hey, come look. He has a patch on. Athletes love the patches.
And those are the life wave patches, right?
The life wave patches, and they work really, really well with pain, inflammation, and all other things. So they're small like this.
I'm bringing up the green light.
So this is you bring up the green light? Go ahead.
I'm trying to. Yeah. Sure.
Oh, Yvonne, Cheryl's mentioning that you could use it just not in the area with metal.
What did she say?
That the iTerra wands, you just can't use it in the area of the metal, but maybe you could use it in a different area, she mentioned. Is that? Okay.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it would really, I wouldn't put it on the metal, but maybe you can use it in other parts of the body. So just to finish what I was saying, this patch is what you can put on, and it's like a Band-Aid. So you just pull it off and you place it on your skin wherever the pain is, and it really helps. It has phototherapy light in the patch. Okay, so it's another type of light therapy.
I used that one for sleep. There was one for sleep that you gave me. It was
There's one for
amazing.
sleep. The one that I just showed you is glutathione, and it's to clean out the liver. And I do not I'm never without it, okay, since I started using it. Because it really, really cleans out my colon, cleans out my liver, and it makes me feel healthier. Gives me more energy. Are we going to show the green light? Otherwise, I'll go to the other red light machines.
Yeah, you could go to the red light machine because I'm just having some trouble pulling up.
So I'm going to the other part of the, this is a special area because it represents what we call the sanctuary. And what we really want to do is we want to teach you how to create a sanctuary in your home so that you are having tools and working with tools I'm a big aloe vera fan, and I have a lot of things that have aloe in it, and I have them at the ready. So we have like a star featured tool here, and this tool is the um, ultra slim Ward Photonics wand. So it's not a wand; it's a. And I'm
Yvonne?
going to turn it on so you can see how it works. So you saw in the video, it talked about all the wonderful things that it was doing. That's what it looks like. Can you see that?
Yes.
So
That's
we would take this light wand, and this is a massage table here, and we would just work on the person. The arm goes down. And maybe the next time we meet, I'll have someone to actually demonstrate on. You see that? Can you see that?
that's one of my favorites. Relaxing.
So you could
Yeah.
take a nap and melt fat at the same time and decrease inflammation. That's great.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a really cool piece of equipment. And some people do have them in their home, but we allow people to come in and sample them or set up a specialized program. And the treatments are eight to 20 minutes. It depends on what part of the body you're working on. Did someone have a question?
Hermes just made a comment. She says,
She said, "Qué chévere." That's so cool in Spanish, I think.
Yeah, it's a big piece of light. There it is. So after you finish your red light treatment, you can go on the other side of the room and do what we call a whole body vibration machine. So this is our whole body vibration machine. And it's really cool because it gives you such a workout and so much exercise, and you're literally just standing up. So you get on the machine and you go ahead and start it, and you can put it from 1 all the way up. I'm not sure how far it goes. I had a client put it up to 27. And you're exercising, and you're standing here, you're holding on like this, and you're exercising.
Hermes is
That's
asking.
really cool.
She asked if she could use this light with metal as well.
With metal, yes, this one you can use with metal. The iTerra one has extra heat that comes out of it, and that's the concern with the metal, because the heat will heat up the metal in your body. This Ward Photonic lamp light is not hot. See, I can put my hand on it. See? Can you see my hand on there?
Yes.
And it's not hot at all.
Yeah. I was going
Okay.
to an integrative holistic doctor at Will Cornell, and they were offering those. So this is definitely something that doctors' offices are using. So definitely something to try.
So we're coming out of the red light room. All right. We do have something called a live cell analysis, and it shows you how a drop of blood from your finger looks in your body. I'm going to save that for next time. And as well as the med bed, which is a really wonderful piece of equipment that allows you to sit in the bed and it has wonderful LED lights and other types of ozone and other types of healthy levels of healing. And it's just amazing. So we'll be demonstrating those to you or showing you videos about them, and really taking you again into the future of wellness. Some wonderful things that are happening in other countries. I know for a fact that in certain European countries, oxygen bars are very common. They're becoming popular here now, but they're not nearly as readily used. And speaking of oxygen bar, there's something called a hyperbaric oxygen chamber. I don't know if any of you have heard of that. I think it's on our 40 list. I'm pretty sure it is. But hyperbaric oxygen in this country is mostly used at this point for people who have experienced severe burns, or they have like gangrene and other wounds that won't heal. They put them in the chambers and really infuse them with oxygen. However, I know many people who have benefited from hyperbaric oxygen for lesser serious things, but still serious. One is a stroke. If you know anyone who's had a stroke, a recent stroke, and they want to really reverse it quickly, a hyperbaric oxygen is one of the answers. I know one of my colleagues, I think she's on the call, she had miraculous results using this. So this is our goal, to teach you about new things that you may not have been exposed to. And to, at the end, we will help you to put together a plan for a kit in your home of the things that you feel drawn to and that you're resonating with. You want to share anything else, Evie?
Well, I was just gonna say the benefit of some of the oxygen bar and the chamber is that your lungs gather much more oxygen than would be possible breathing just regular air pressure. So that helps so your body heal and help fight bacteria. And there's so many more benefits. And that also trying these things, you'll find the thing that works for you, that sticks to you. And there's so many tools, like Yvonne said, there's over 40 tools that you can explore. And the key word is explore. Find your thing, because all of these things are available. You just have to, try them.
So speaking of oxygen, I personally I was prescribed a CPAP machine. And that's the machine that you wear at night, but not the big one with all the, it's a really cute small one that I put over my nose. But what that, since I've been using it, I'll tell you, I'm guaranteed a full night of restful, solid sleep. And I'm a very creative person who many times will wake up in the middle of the night with ideas. I used to work the midnight shift when I first learned about Reiki healing, which we're going to talk about on another night. And I would do Reiki during the night on the children in the pediatric ward. Their parents always saw a difference in the morning. But I was used to working at night. And my body got used to getting up in the middle of the night. And once I started getting the oxygen before I went to bed, I do not wake up at all. I'm sleeping straight through till 7, 8 in the morning, which is so unusual for me. So oxygen is so powerful in so many ways. You can't take pure oxygen though. That has to be prescribed. It's a medication. You do have to have a doctor's order to get pure oxygen, but there are oxygen canisters that use compressed air, which is pulled from the air and processed in through the canister. And you can buy those at stores actually. And so that's one way of getting oxygen also.
I used one of
Very,
those
very good for you. Go ahead.
when I was pregnant. I used one of those canisters because I don't know, the weird things that happen during pregnancy.
And it helped you. It helped you to sleep.
It helps me, yeah, because I was drinking a lot of water because the body pumps a lot more blood, and
Yeah.
so I also felt like the air quality where I wasn't too good. So I was like using the canister. It was silly,
Oh,
but
yes, yes, yes. That's very important. Do
So
we have any other questions?
we have about 10 minutes left into the program.
I
So,
have a question.
yeah, if you want to
Oh,
do some final thoughts and final questions, you could go ahead and do that.
I was wondering because I know too much of anything is also not good. So how often can people use these tools in their regimen, specifically like maybe once a week, or what do you recommend, Yvonne?
Well, each one has its own rhythm and system. The red light, the big light that we saw, should not be used daily. You can use it every other day. Um, the iTerra wand, I try to wand myself daily. If you heard in the video, she talked about water. If you can get a large container of purified water and wand it, put the wand over the water and drink that, you will again increase the vibration in your cells, in your body, to a level of the healthiest possible vibratory frequency. So I don't wand my water enough, but I should. It's a great way to do it. So when you come into the center, we can like set up a specialized plan for you and then talk about the different time spans that you would use these things. The patches are for daily use. They're actually emitting the phototherapy for 12 hours and then you change them. So I change them daily. And after I get out the shower, I put a fresh one on. And the packs come with a 30-day supply. So each thing has its own little schedule. I want to talk about, I said visiting the center. We are, like I said, in downtown Brooklyn. We also have a space on in Staten Island. If you are interested in trying any of the tools, Kenya will post the number somewhere, I guess on the chat, maybe on the screen. You can give me a call to see what the scheduling is and how we do it, what the rates are, or you can go on the website. We don't have a lot of details on there yet because we're just setting up this part of the program, but our website is thewellnessgalaxy.com. Any other thoughts, Evie? They can definitely come to the health fair. You want to tell them where that is and when?
Yes, Sunday, May 19th. It's going to be 345 East 104th Street in Manhattan. Zip code is 10029. It's going to be from 11 to 2:30. And we'll have, again, a lot of different vendors upholding, mental health and sharing their services. Yvonne will be there. Yvonne, you're going to bring some of these tools, right?
All of them.
So if you want to see them in person and try them,
Yes.
please come.
All of the tools will be there on the 19th.
Yes, and the fair is free, so you just have to register. How do we register? Stephanie says. So you go to mindfullyblooming.eventbrite.com. Again, mindfullyblooming.eventbrite.com to register.
Maybe you could put it in the chat.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll post it up right now. She had
Yeah.
earlier as well.
So we'll be having these health fairs every now and then to get you really familiar with just all of these wonderful, wonderful tools. We believe the future of wellness is discovering the healer within you and then taking that ownership and that responsibility to co-create your healing regimen with the doctors. We've moved out of the phase, and I'm a nurse, so I'm not anti-doctor at all, but we've moved out of a phase where we are just blindly doing whatever we're told. And we are now blending a lot of what we know works for us with regular conventional healing and medicine. And really, to me, getting the absolute best results when we do that.
Well, thank you, ladies. I appreciate you telling us about all these great tools that everyone can use. Look forward to next week as we continue our journey in mental health, wellness, mental. Well, I'm my tongue tied. Mental Health Awareness Month. So we'll continue this again next week, Wednesday.
Thank you so much for having us.
I look forward to seeing everyone join us once again. Stephanie Christian is how we register. Can you just let them know how to register again?
Yeah, sure. So you just go to mindfully blooming .eventbrite.com. And thank you again so much, Kenya, for having us.
Absolutely. This is so much great information and good for everyone's well-being and health, and just another alternative for people to, take care of themselves. So I appreciate you ladies for sharing all these tools that can be used, and then also how people could bring these tools into their homes and have their own little spa at home.
Right. You can do that. Your own healing sanctuary at home.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. And everyone, if you have any final thoughts, any final questions, please feel free to let us know as we are wrapping up the end of the program. But we thank you again for joining. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your comments. We appreciate everything that you all do and participate. And hopefully these tools that Yvonne and Evie have showed you today is something that you could use in the near future in your homes. So see you next week. We'll see you next week. And thank you for joining us.
Thank you. More tools next week.